Might seem strange though out of a bracket. It's single so it has to fill out the bracket.
Save me some time.
It does it this way so there's not round 2 buys as well. Okay, we've got Skellige versus... players. Oh, cool. Oh wow, they fixed this. Whoa, this looks so much better. They didn't have this before. We've got, okay, Spies against Warrior Blob. Yeah, this looks so much better than it did last month. So we've got the Blob player on blue. Looks like we're just leading on our Tershak Invader. His hand is very bronze heavy. We got 3 veteran cards that aren't the best things to play in round 1. Just leading on Magna Division over here. Second veteran unit coming down, playing a 5 provision Mauler. Yeah, I hope the client works out too. Getting down that Impera Enforcers. Not a ton of ways to make spying units. Imagine you don't want to commit the Fergus round 1, so you really just have Mage Infiltrator and potentially Elikin. Just immediately get Stunning Blood, so not much of a worry. Back over to Mr. Autumn. No obvious plays here. There's no Amnesty. I don't think there's an easy way to line up the Amnesty either. I think that's what the Enforcers was looking to do. Ooh, get a Fire Scorpion. Okay, let's actually look at this deck. Bunch of tactics, Fire Scorpions, Hefty Helga, Empire Enforcers. Very engine heavy. A lot of rewards for playing Spies, rewards for playing Tactics. You got Damien in the deck. Yeah, Skellige Friend playing sort of what you'd expect. A little surprised to see 2 Greatswords and Blob. Not a ton of ways to take advantage of those. I guess we've got Hemdall. No Wild Boar. Anyway, the Greatsword comes down. Take the ping on the Magna Division from our Mauler. Greatsword grows to 5. Notably out of range of this Treason. I'll never have to actually play Gwent. Nah, this will at most be like a weekly thing. Yeah, so we take the Amnesty, turning off our Magna Division. I think the Greatsword live. I guess what we could have done, we could have treasoned the Joachim to kill the Greatsword. Sort of depends exactly how much you're worried about this Greatsword taking over the round. I feel like if we just did that last turn, the Magna Division would have grown an additional point. It's not like this Mauler was doing anything, right? Or this non-Great Raiders was doing anything more. Is there to win? A Discord title and VIP in the chat room right now. Maybe we'll get prizes if we start doing these as weeklies, but for this test tournament, more concerned with just making sure it works. We feel pretty bad if there were prizes and the tournament mode just kind of crapped out on us. Ooh. Okay, so the Greatsword dies a couple turns later. All of a sudden, it's looking a lot better for our Spies friend. Still a few playable cards, but the Raider does not immediately get ahead.
Women, children, elders.
I said the Raider does not immediately get ahead. So our Spies friend has a pass, and he immediately takes a card advantage. Wait, what just happened? Did I miss something? Oh, it's high happened. Okay, sure. Uh-oh. There is not a clean answer to this defender. This is an 11-point defender. Yeah, we're seeing Champion's Charge with no way to set it up with Blob. Unlike Arnyoff decks, there's nothing that just immediately puts 3 damaged units in play. Relying on mostly random pings, I think, right? Random pings, some bleeds, and like raiders? Potentially, if you get really lucky on your Herkia and Blue Boy Lagos, maybe you'll get a Champion's Charge as the defender, but I think this defender is playing for at least 11, possibly more if it's protecting engines. Yeah, just immediately take the Champion's Charge. Your opponent cancelled. Are you still in the tournaments? Can you check the bracket? Did you advance? Looks like you didn't. I will figure that out after this game if that doesn't resolve itself. I think I'll be able to assign you the win. Anyway, we are back on the Skellige side. Staring down an Enforcer. This might just be the Blue Boy turn. Try to go for random damage? No? Okay. Just taking the Scourgial. Cancels be the game crashing. Possibly. It's hard to say for sure. Oh man. I'm the great sword player now. It's Squirtle. Like the Pokemon. Any prize for winning the tournament? Not really. I'll give it like a Discord role and VIP in chat, but for the most part, this is just a test tournament. Make sure everything's working. If we end up doing weeklies, I'll have some kind of prizes. We can call it game 1. Probably. Yikes.
You'll give your lives for the Empire with no hesitation.
Super. Yoink.
Our shields are our ramparts!
Give me my son.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty big point gap here. Skellige is down by literal 30. And Mali still got leader Vildkarl. That's only playing for 13. Or... playing for 18. And the Herkia is only at most 8. Yeah. We're, seeing the pass come out. Don't even get to see the bribery roll. Hey, Mr. J.
Holy
Thanks for
shit,
the
this
2
is the one
months.
feature I've actually wanted for years.
I agree. This is the Celeste soundtrack. This is a feature that I've been waiting a very long time for. Are we agreeing to retire winning decks or nah? Communicate with your opponent. You probably should, but I don't think it's enforced. I believe 7? Yeah. It's best of 3. It takes a minute to get your invite for game 2. Yeah, we see mulligans come out. This time we've got Blaze of Glory against Hidden Cache. Let's see what's going on in these deck lists. Looks fairly stockish. We've got the Yutta Sig's Right package. Mostly just warrior stuff. We got Wild Boar going on. And out of the cache side, I think we're just seeing standard passive lore cache. Nothing too spicy here either. We're seeing the recently buffed Jax.
Resist the Jarl's will and that's
Devotion, I suppose, isn't something you see every day.
Reputation, rough skin, vertical pupils, horns.
This may take Gwent to the next level. Yeah, I think it depends how people use it. But I think this is a great tool for content creators. This might be the best tool for content creators CDPR has ever released. This is a huge deal.
Could I get for a diamond?
What prevents winner to reuse same deck? Nothing with the way I have the tournament set up. I could have set it up so that you had the submit deck list at the start, but I didn't. Anyways, you see Stunning Blow taken on the Spender, but there's a second Spender. Oh yeah, Observer works for... That didn't work before, right? Gwent Observer was broken outside of the official CDPR tournaments? Like, it didn't work for the Invitational, I think, right? What happens if for some reason you have to replay the match? I don't know. That's a good question. Actually getting to play a tournament setting, like getting top 64 or something. Yeah, I truly believe that Tournament Gwent is the most fun way to play Gwent. Open deck lists is such a different game from closed deck list ladder games. Like, it's just a different and more enjoyable game. And now a lot more people get to experience it.
Here is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
What makes tournament mode different? Well, the way this is currently set up is it's just like a more casual tournament. But it allows you to make Conquest tournaments automated. You don't need to, like, put in a lot of work organizing everybody together, getting everyone into Discord, having them send game invites, using challenge. It's all just in one place. Game 2 got cancelled while waiting for Mr. Opponent to re-up. Okay, I'll handle the tech stuff after the series ends. I can't do much while I'm in game, but... okay. We've got Passiflora pushing for the round 2. This is an interesting play, as it prevents the veterans from leveling up in the round 3. Skellige's short round isn't quite as insane as it used to be after the Herald nerf, and if you can force out the Herald, this deck does sort of suffer in a shorter round. It's helped by Sigjifa's Right, but we'll have to see. Yeah, in round 2, basically a bunch of their bronzes are worth 1 fewer point. Their Herald doesn't ping. A lot of reasons to want to push for a 2-0, other than just getting a short round as well. Like, sure, you're a card down in the second round, but their cards just play for fewer points. Be better if everything was in client? Yes, but it's also a lot harder to make everything in client. If this sped up development time, I think it's totally fine. I don't think it's a huge deal that it's on the official website as opposed to in client. It's still integrated into the client. You still get your in-game invites in client. It still updates automatically. Like, once the tournament starts, I don't think the players have to touch the tournament site anymore. Everything just happens in client. It's just registering for tournaments, basically, and checking in. Yeah, Artifact did in-game client. Magic Online has it all organized in-game. I'm not saying it's impossible, but if it was easier for them to develop having it on a website, I don't think it's a huge problem.
They belong to me, and me alone.
Savage Bear bleeds. Now, there are 2 greatswords going. And there's a Grimace for this poison. I don't know how viable this 2-0 looks. Though... we did bleed the Amorkvark target.
That is your brilliant move. Truly.
Okay, just taking the pass while we have it. Seems reasonable, but this hand is pretty stacked. What do we have left in our deck? Oh, a lot of golds. We have... Well, depending on if we can upgrade these bronzes to golds. Actually, what takes here? Is this still 5 per turn, right? Our Skellige friend is sitting at 44 effectively. Wild Boar. Okay.
Who wants to taste Skellige steel?
Let's take the Hjalmar and brick the Sigs, right? Not ideal. Found some short round golds. Got Defender for Imki. Harold not pinging through armor anymore certainly makes Azar a lot more reasonable against the round 3 Skellige deck. Spoiler? Oh, I think that's a spoiler. When we're watching this game live, I don't know how there would be spoilers. There's like 30 games going on at the time right now. We're only watching one of them. Yup. Immediate Azar. Now, with the boat in play, this does mean if we play Harold and ping one of the Scarabs, the boat can finish it off. And then Blood Eagle can kill the other. Could also just Blood Eagle a Scarab and get Herkia. Looks like that's gonna be the line. Ooh, immediately clicking the Herkia to... What threat are we worried about? Ah, there's still Philippa. Makes sense. Not a card you really want to get yoinked. Longhurst. And this thing is living. Though notably, this could be a problem if he plays to res his Greatsword with his Herald. Because this row is going to get pretty big, which makes the Hemdall Wild Boar a little scary. Like, these aren't actually points. The Greatsword might not live, depending on when it's played, because of the 2 poisons, and there's no Purify, but... At the same time, this isn't really developing engine value. I did read the DMs. I can't do anything about it. I can see what I can do after this game. But I can't, like, fiddle with the tournament. Also, why were you stalling? Just... It's bad if this happens in real tournaments. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I will definitely be sending some feedback to CDPR. When you stress test, okay, sure. Hey, yes, also, we did not go for the Greatsword res. We took the much more conservative line, just resing the Raiders.
Praying to your gods? They wouldn't dare cross me! No, go and tell! For the sake of humankind, all non-humans must die. That one, he venerates not.
Oh, I did forget about his ability to click for armor. That's a pretty big deal against Wild Boar and Hemdall. delay on this MK is a little surprising. Second to last play, MK. This is a very large wild board to see, though.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt.
10-point Fizztech finisher. Unfortunately, the way... Oh, it's dead anyway. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like 10 points... is one short. Nothing triggers, yeah. Very close game. I'm gonna check it after the set, not after the game. I don't want to slow down the match. It seems like most of the matches are going reasonably well. What's going on with Sleepwalker and Timo Van? I think that's the only set to have not finished a game yet. Oh, nope. Optimal Doc and Mingen, too. Yeah, I can sort it out more once we're done here. I think I can assign wins to people if games just don't start. Maybe. Maybe not. No, I can. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, only the... Well, people said a spectator can watch. We can only have 2 spectators in a game. The way they have spectator mode set up is really weird. Now we're seeing it Congregate against Second Wind. This is a different Skellige deck than we saw earlier. Where we've got Priests and Neuromancy, Crowmother, Cacaws. Yeah, Jakar Priests with Beasts. Notably taking advantage of the change to Svabla Priest to make it a Druid. Trigger Geddoneth. Over here we got just Devotion Syndicate Swarm. Crimes. Looks like just a Crimes list with Fallen Knights. Playing Ulrich for Fallen Knight. Oh, deck has Philippa too. It's got ways to generate coins, I guess. You got Smuggles to fuel the Philippa. A little weird. Not something you normally see out of the Crimes deck. Spectator mode seems great. I don't currently have any complaints. Yep, you can have it be normal Conquest. I just didn't because I wanted registration to be quick. Have the tournament go very smoothly. There is an about section, yeah. If you go here, they have a really long write-up. What's the numbers mean next to match summary? The current game count. So when it's 1-1, that means both players have won a game and they're in game 3. Yeah, it would be nice if I could get the tournament to pair ahead, but I don't know if I can. Way to tell which coin you're getting before the tournament starts. Apparently not. I thought there would be. It alternates, but it's not going to tell you in game 1. Yeah, I think you gotta wait until round 1 finishes fully before it'll send you an invite. Any prizes or CDPR sponsors? For some tournaments, there might be. Yeah, you just need 2 decks. Anyway, what is going on in this game? We have Congregation, we have transformed a bunch of Flaming Rose Footmen. That is one way to take advantage of your smuggle coins in the Crimes deck. Not sure how we're getting a Philippa. For coin generation, there's really just smuggles. Oh, Roderick generates coins. Patience Tax Collector. Just gotta find... Sort of running out of things to do. You got a Diazire that plays for pretty good points, but... bloody good fun that can kill a beast. This tournament mode seems slick. I agree. It's running more smoothly than I thought, even if there have been a couple hiccups. Opponent plays 3 decks. There's no enforcement. I didn't set it to be enforced. Wait a game in 40 minutes, your opponent is 1-0. Have you not gotten any more game invites? Bye. Thorin lost round 1. Yeah. So, I mean, that kind of worked, right? Did you ever click play? Yes. Oh, I see it now. I see it. Didn't click play, gave him the win. You still have 4 minutes. If you can do a quick write-up of exactly what you think is working wrong, that I can just forward to CDPR and send it to me on Discord, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. Sorry, this is a little bit scuffed. A little bit scuffed. We got the round 1 Jacks coming out. Not really what you want to do with the card. We're currently on game 3 of round 1. Blue takes the round. Match got cancelled because opponent didn't respond. I think that gives you the win, but we will wait for tournament to update. Well, this is still just one set. We gotta wait for all the sets to finish. We'll figure out what's going on with some of the other sets after this one finishes. Tournament mode is out. Did I say I like using priests that weren't Drakars? Yeah, I like using priests without Drakars. That way you don't have Drakar in your deck. You have more cards that just function by themselves. Like, Protector has other things that combo with it, but Drakar really only works with Priest. Would you use them on? Protector. Protector is just such a better card than Drakar. Drakar is literally a 4-point card and you don't have a Priest sticking. It's so bad. Yep, new tournament mode. If you type exclamation point tournament, you can see the bracket and everything. Take in the portal, pull in the mutants. Stun and Blow takes care of one of them. So we've got mutant versus longship as far as the engine battle goes. Now, for the Crimes deck, there are a lot of units in his hand. This longship is going to be getting some value.
Yes, I work with someone.
Longship pings off the point of armor, and there is no removal for this Patience Engine. Looks like he's going to take the coins, try to build up to a Philippa. Priest comes down to take off the armor from the boat. And we could see Philippa onto this if we... Oh no, we're one short. Next turn we could. If we smuggle this turn and then use our charges, that does prevent us from spending with Horson. But yeah, looks like that's not the line that he's going for. Assault does not have 2 Salamandras, right? Patience unit is not a Salamandra. Just decides to take the coins. We will handle tech issues after this game. And now we get the Drakkar coming down with the Priest. You gotta imagine this Priest needs to be answered. We could yoink the Drakkar instead. We do only have the 1 spender. Philippa is... kind of awkward. Does have Ermine in the graveyard, right? So we can chain to finish off this Getty. Not dealing with the Priest. We can still do it next turn if we full spend. This still works. Cutting it real close though. Yeah, choosing to just let the Priest go. Opting for the Horson that really doesn't get great value here. With only the 1 crime card. Car comes down. Next turn we get to yoink the ship. Might as well smuggle this turn, I guess. There's not going to be a 9.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
I'll never be imprisoned again.
Just takes it now. Yeah. Not sure this smuggle with no way to spend the coins is going to outpoint this Ermi and Getty. This is looking like game.
Go to you, narrow stem, Chanterelle. Chanterelle.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 points. Oh, I forgot about the... Okay, there's all the Intimidate procs too. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Closer than I thought, but still, not quite there. Okay. Okay, so we've got Lockdown against Gurney. Masquerade Ball Lockdown. We got Peter, we got Treason, we got double Alzur's Thunder. This is a very rude deck. And then over here, we've got Wild Hunt Gurney. We got Red Riders for our Frost Source. Gales to find it. So Gales Tutors for Red Riders, and I assume Naglfar is the only targets. There's no Imlerith's Wrath. Got the typical Magna Division versus Larva opener. Imagine we're just gonna see. Yeah. Looking at this hand, it is very bronze. Is this double ball? It is not double ball. So ball being the only golden hand is gonna make it a little tricky to win round one, considering there is only the one aristocrat. So even if we wanted to play the ball, not a whole lot we can do with it.
2 licks or 4, I never miss, even at full gallop.
One larva down. Red Riders will knock the armor off of at least one of these crossbowmen.
Both your hearts and minds.
I imagine he's going to value the armor fairly highly here, considering his hand is almost entirely warriors.
Mashed potatoes with thick
Kills off the other Thrive unit. And I suspect we're either TAing nothing or TAing, like, maybe Magna Division? No? Okay, just TAing the 3. We have no way to give it armor, right? It's just a way to find a pass, too. Something you gotta start worrying about here. Bruiser turns off the Magni in a little bit of a weird way. Would have expected to move something into the Magni row. Did I see the tortoise thing? I did. Yeah, why do it that way?
No passage.
We're still playing. That's scary with his hand of all bronzes. Carmage plays another bronze and gives another pass, but... Ugh. Once you're behind with this hand, you're behind forever. There's no recovering. When people are getting the same thing you did on purpose, but they're not doing it on purpose. Match got cancelled, both players are here to play friendly. Yes. Please do. Tournament mode more zoomed out than normal. I think it might be. I don't know if you can normally see the full opponent's cards, or if they're cut off. Really wanting to win round one, but this is really scary. Nope, not a new seasonal mode. This is tournament mode. We are spectating a tournament right now. Tied once again. Playing another card. It's gone well so far. He doesn't seem to have a way to get ahead of 8 points. Man, this is so scary to do against Gurney. And it looks like it's working. Like, Oberon wins, but... Ugh. At what cost? Yeah, I mean, like, he hasn't been prioritizing getting ahead. There it is.
This is both
There's no way this doesn't get ahead.
your souls will propel this launch.
That's gotta be it for the round, right? You can play ball, but yeah. Yeah, not ideal. Like, the Monsters player committed a few more golds, but... I mean, at this point, can the Nilfgaard player even play all of their golds? He just spent all of round 1 playing bronzes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, barely. Still bronzes in hand. Attorney mode looks clean. Yeah, when it's working, it looks great. Kicking the Peter. Pulling the Joachim. Thrivey boy comes down. Sort of a weird one here. We can... Ugh. Is the Joachim rolling on? You can always play the Vincent, right? It is immune. Or, it is immune. That's not a real status. That is not a status that you can target. So if you want to get ahead, it is Joachim or a bust. But nope, just taking the ball, and Karma might be okay just passing here. We'll have to see. Whoa, just jams Goliath into it, going for a short round 3. The Goliath dies. What does Omega Champ lose? This Cupbearer? That's not that big of a deal. I'm a member of the One Trick Tourneys. Let's choose a tournament option for the next tournament. That way I could have over 100 admins to assist me. Oh, does it auto-add them all as admins? I didn't know that. I should have. I organized this before that group was a thing. I had 22 admins in this tournament. Wait, what? I did? No, I didn't. I have 1 admin. It's just me.
Break their bones and spirit!
Anyway. We are ahead. Purify comes down to remove the poison. We've still got Marl, which gets ahead. The bleed also gets ahead. Just a little bit less committal.
He who knows too much dies too soon.
Sides for the Marl. Baits out the pass. We get to round 3 on even cards after losing on even. This Raman is currently bricked, and I think we've played just about every soldier in our deck. There's a Pikeman and a Magna Division. Pikeman is sort of alright to Raman out, but Magna Division is not your ideal target. Yeah, some of my very first Gwent content was that. Mr. Decorum.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Yep, the classic Cantarella into nothing. You know, that's what the card does. It's a great 7 provision card. So we played a 1-point card. We're going to play a 4-point card. This Vincent might just be 7 onto the Roderick. I got Cupbearer. Cupbearer might be able to make it reasonable. Treason not looking so hot. Yeah, this is yeah. Living in Brick City.
Impressive.
It's not open deck list. I could have made it open deck list, but I just wanted to make it as fast as I could. If we do these in the future, there'll be registered deck lists, enforced conquest, all that stuff.
Offering accepted.
Isn't that what a city should be made of? I don't know if modern cities are made of bricks. Feels like an outdated building material. Gonna give him a chance. Oh no. He can't do anything about it. He can cupbearer Vincent. Oh no. Oh no. And the 1-point treason. Tournament mode is going to be everything that I wanted it to be once it's working smoothly. So far we have played a 1-point card, a 4-point card, and a 1-point card. Not really where you want to be. Yeah, unfortunately in Gwent, you want to play cards that are worth more points. It's basketball, not golf. How does round robin work? Every player plays every person in the tournament once. Really only works for smaller tournaments. Am I supposed to spectate chat regulars when possible? Maybe. I don't want to be biased though. I don't know. We'll see. Round robin, hell for the stream. Round robin, game will never end. Or tournament will never end. They're online magic things. Of all the games coming out to succeed and fail around when Magic Arena and Artifact came out, I thought it was gonna go the other way. I thought all the ones that were gonna fail were gonna succeed, and all the ones that were gonna succeed were gonna fail. Okay, so we have got Cash against Pincer Maneuver. Is this a Visopile? It is Visopile. Ooh. Siege Visopile. So is this the Saber deck? I know Saber wasn't playing Prince. It looks like this deck's not playing Prince either. No! He didn't see the AA! We are not off to a good start. Are these people all pro rank players? I imagine not all of them are, but a good number of them probably are. Yeah, I mean, I think as long as I keep the prizes really small, it won't be an issue. This is a tournament, yes. There's AA, Amphibious Assault, the card that was just played there. I'm pretty sure what happened there is he didn't see the AA was in his hand. So he played the Talus trying to get it from his deck without realizing that that doesn't work.
Left, right, left,
I had to be a sub to the channel. Yeah, I might do something like that. I know there's gonna be at least a Discord role for like people who have won weeklies. I could see doing a sub to the winner as well. Yep, this is round 3. Your game's already nuts. I believe it. Would like to see as many different people as I can.
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Boom. Philippa breaking up the Tridem Drummer combo, but this boat is still going. Baron taking down the Bincy a little bit early. Probably just looking to make sure he can get out of the round, really. This is pretty scary. NR may have 3 points per turn, but Imki Bincy, especially with the spender in play, is very intimidating. Effectively 4 points a turn. Ransackers. Yeah, it's not getting let out. This is... Ugh. This horde not working well on Observer. Just haven't... they just still haven't fixed it. Hey, you do see 9V. Thanks for the bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not seeing how Cavs is getting out of this round. That turn 1 Natalis was just a little too bad. Little too bad. Like, I think the best that he can hope for here is that Skeldum has to overcommit, but he's got bronzes to dump. Let's get ahead. This does just like trivially get ahead. Ugh. Yes, we just keep trading bronzes. No, just gets out. Okay. So NR down a card against Passiflora. With Passiflora winning round 1. This does not seem like the position the Viso pile wants to be in. Gotta imagine we're gonna see a push here coming out of the cash deck. He's playing Line of Credit and Kikimor Warrior. Oh my. He's getting all the boat value. That's the prize. This tournament's just a test. I'll give like VIP in the Discord role. Didn't want to have anyone to feel bad when the tournament goes south. A few people have already gotten dropped by technical difficulties. But hopefully it gets stable within the next week or so, and we can start running actual tournaments. Okay. So we're seeing AA for Viso, and this Viso, well, doesn't die at 4, but also is getting defended. Just keep getting the Passiflora value, pulling out the boat. Yeah, there's still plenty of engines to come. 2 points per turn on the Horst. I guess not Horst. Oh, Von Hurst. But he just dies to Boiling Whales. That doesn't matter too much. Yeah, Siege coming down. So Leader, Viso, and Siege are all forced out in the bleed. There is Varaxis, Anna, Adalia remaining in deck with nothing really in hand. AA has been spent. So Elskeldo doesn't know this. Oh, and he takes the pass, even not knowing. But yeah, there's nothing more to be gained out of playing into this round. And is all bronzes, can't even bleed out golds. Keeps his quality going into round 3, where he has as many golds in hand as his opponent has in his entire deck. And it only gets worse. Oh no. As one player draws all of their golds, and the other fails to find most of them. Picking up an Adalia with the last mulligan, but it's looking bad for Cavs. Czar coming down. Defender doesn't really matter. We've got a 3-point per turn Sol with nothing in sight to answer it. We've still got Von Hurst. We've still got another engine. A pretty bad fist deck in hand, but I don't see that mattering. Nope, they're not playing seasonal. They're just playing quick. They know what they want to do. Any viable spy list for competitive ladder? Check the TLG snapshot. ST has Shiru as well, also in the TLG snapshot. If anyone in chat can link that. But yeah, the conclusion to that game is as expected, seeing their round 3 hands. Anyway, we are waiting for game 2. Odd Thorn Whip.
Keep a stiff neck.
I'll Skuldum bring what's probably Shiru. Oh, is this the Grimesh deck? We were talking about this deck earlier. Yeah, it plays Circles and Borb and Agitators, just aiming to pass on 7 after developing some carryover. It's like the really old Philavandrel decks from very early Homecoming. Back when Invigorate was actually a real leader. Crazy. Taking the Shiru, because we'd rather have it in our deck for the Council than use hand buffs on it.
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
Now, queuing this deck up on blue is a little interesting. I would have thought this was more of a red coin deck. It seems like it's very exploitable. Oh, Sorkle can take out a larva here. Let's not go for it. Yeah, we will see if Cavs is able to bully Skuldum out of the round here. He does want to get ahead in the next couple of cards, and I don't think I'll have too much issue doing that. Takes the Maruna, yoinking the Agitator. Knowing his opponent is probably going to play around it. Just taking his points. Possibly setting up the Manticore, preventing Urskuldum from just playing a special card here. I can't help you during a game. If you guys can just play each other in friend matches, if tournament's not working, and then tell me what happens. I can put that in manually.
Coexistence, my ass.
Brooks are coming down, bleeding the 9 as we see Circle coming in to get even more carryover on the Skags. Skags is now an 18-point card, a 12 that deals 6. Yigrin getting dropped, but yeah, I mean, not losing your card here probably has to involve the Skags. Maybe the plan is just pass on 5 and try to defend your card in round 2. Seems a little scary when you're trying to play for hand buff. Okay, so we just get rid of the Skags. Only have 10 points though. Very easily overtaken again, and we're sort of just back in the same spot, but now we don't have this really high quality Skags in our hand. So when this Goliath dies, we get a... Anything could happen. Looks like it's not gonna die though. Maybe it will. Use a ping as well. I'm not playing in the tournament, we're just casting some games. Would like to make this a weekly thing where maybe I get a co-caster on and... This seems familiar. Supposed to be talking about the Discord server. Yeah, I think this is Grivesh's list. Chat was talking about it a little earlier. Okay. So Goliath dies. We played the Detlef. That did work. Did work. We have survived round 1. We've got a pretty buff Gourd and a foul with 2 extra points. Oh, Bobby. It's a hot deck. Oh, the never lucky Goliath. Oh, yikes. It was a pretty crazy roll, too. Every creature in his deck was a 4 power. Sticker Vegetables card for card. Okay. Hopping into round 3, we've got a Haunt, a fully evolved Oberon, and an Imperial Manticore, which, I mean, against this hand is kind of nice. I think it's going to come down to just how big the Shiryu is. How well the Monsters player is able to play around it. One thing that I would really like to see with tournament mode is to be able to see usernames during the mulligans. Because I do not remember which player is playing which deck and on which side they are on. Okay. Like, I would like to say player names in that spot, but I also do not want to say the wrong player name in that spot. Heatwave for the Haunt. Probably not getting better Heatwave than that anyway, since we're missing the Azrael. Not the best trade, but it works. Oberon coming down, hitting the boost. Solid. Is it possible to see the other player's hand? This is spectator mode. We are currently watching a tournament. Dunka with the immediate ping to play around Manticore. And the Manticore comes down. Now, how many extra consumes do we have? We're out of Death Wishes, right? Because we played the Detlef in round 1 without consuming it. So we've got 3 leader charges and potentially 2 consumes on Vargas just for Werecat. Yep, Spectator is just for tournament mode at the moment. See the Valve coming down. With the Manticore gone, no worries about having a 9 power unit as your own unit in play. What does Hillock get? Oh, Noonwraith. All of the other Death Wishes are out of deck. Use the language cards. For Observer, you should have Observer settings somewhere. Chat might be able to help you. Not entirely sure. Grant doesn't explain. Yeah, I can try to fix that after the series. Yeah, based on your Twitch language. Yeah, I would say this is currently looking pretty good for our Scoia'tael hero. Cavs just sort of just got a bunch of bronzes, and this Gourd is gigantic. Like, I think this Gourd is currently worth more than Cavs' hand. Sure is going to play for at least 10. You can ping these 6s down to 5s. This Taskmaster has to come down pretty late. No, we're just doing it now. Yeah, the text. Currently a 20-point guard. And now we are caught up with... So, 4. This comes down now. It thrives once. Not even. So, this is playing for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. Yeah, our hand is currently... Our gourd is currently worth more than leader plus both cards. And there's a Triss left over.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Giant dwarf dude. Okay, well, we know how this is ending. Command, update, tournament. Let's get the link. We are testing the new tournament mode. Yeah, kind of, I guess. It would require moderation. There's no, like, setting in the tournament client to allow it.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
This is the kind of thing that seems a lot easier to organize on a small scale. Like, even this tournament that was 24 hours notice, not even 12 hours notice, had like 80 people try to sign up and 60 checked in. Yeah, the admins choose where to assign the spectators. And then the players and the spectator both accept. Okay, so we've got Double Cross against Hidden Cache. What is in this cache list? We've got a Heaver. So this one's not Devotion. I'm playing Heaver and Squirrel. Kikimora Warrior for the Flying Redinian. And this is just Assimilate. Are we playing Sword? Or are we playing Invo? Playing neither. Oh, we have Angleem. Okay. Okay. So we got Angleem versus the Passiflora deck. That'll be fun to see.
Enjoy it.
Do I enjoy torture?
Two assimilates down.
A bit.
We'll activate Passiflora. Yeah, very easily. All it takes is a couple informants, bribery to roll reasonably. All sorts of things can turn on the Passiflora. That is one of the nice things about Angleem in the Assimilate deck, because you have so many ways of copying the opponent's units that it's not hard to take advantage of the scenario in their deck. Where in other factions, like you take a siege, you can't do anything with it. You just took a reinforced trebuchet. Not that exciting. Take the lock on the Imki. Smartly choosing to not purify the unit that he just locked with his Imperial Diviner. Caulk coming down, taking the Purify instead. And shielding up the Imki to, I guess, prevent like Sword from killing it. Not a ton of sources of damage in this matchup.
I smell a leak.
Okay, Cantarella yoinks the Bomb Heaver that could have been used to answer the Passiflora off of Angleem. That's not a combination of words that I thought I was going to say during this tournament, but here we are. Poison coming down on Duckleguard. And we got Sword on the Kanta. What's in the Kanta? Vonhurst. Vonhurst with no Horde, not quite as exciting as it could be. Don't really have a way to generate coins either. We need Horde 4. So even if we take a Street Urchins, that only gets us to 3. Philippa yoinks the 7. Let the meme deck live. We'll see. I don't know. Passiflora might just out-engine Assimilate. We will have to see. This cash deck is really scary when it gets going. Ooh. An aggressive Brothans, reducing the ceiling a little bit in later rounds. It'll be worth it if he keeps his card, but...
I'll remain unseen.
Ew. That is not how you keep your card. Yeah, Brothen's in the past. Not really what you're hoping. Do I see opponent's hand? Yes, because I'm not playing the game. This is Observer mode. Draw in Portal Sword. Kick in some of the informants. Do we... Okay, we've still got... Oh. Okay, we've got Van Morlum Hunter on our portal deck. This is normal. This is normal. Certainly not something that is going to brick this portal. I have no doubts in my mind that our Assimilate hero will have no issues pulling 2 Assimilate units with this portal. Zara comes down, presumably to set up the Passiflora to not get heavered. And is this leader or bribery? This is leader. So we missed the Passiflora. We get effectively a 3-point card. We are doing that before the portal. We're just not establishing Assimilate engines? Whoa, that is greedy.
Now you don't.
Do you even have... I don't even have Heaver.
Sleep, my champion. Rest now.
This feels like... I mean, Solid Snake's hand isn't that good, but... There's a Passiflora. Yeah. Why did I believe? What? Chat, why did I believe? Why did I think there was a chance the Van Morlum Hunter wouldn't come out of deck? What was I thinking? Of course it's gonna pull Van Morlum Hunter.
Anyone teach you to share? Everyone has their secrets.
Rip Master De. What was the game count here? Who won game 1? Oh, we were in game 3. Right.
And diamonds for little old
I
me.
mean... At least there's not double Seductress. That's the kind of thing that is hell for the Assimilate deck to deal with. Because every card in the Assimilate deck plays multiple cards at a time.
Will not be placed.
Like even here, with just the Informant, the double proc on the Sly Seductress. If there was a bonded pair of Seductresses, it would have been 3 per. Because the Sword, the Informant, and the Sly Seductress. You get to a point where your cards aren't even playing for positive points, because you're just playing so many cards. Chance is 50-50, only if you do the math. So Sev double Passiflora didn't work out. Yeah. An attempt was made. Observer works for both decks. Oh, sweet.
Shut them out of learning.
So we got a pair of poisons. I feel like since we've got all these engines going, we're going for it. Yeah. This is looking like a very brutal 2-0. Purify. And an Amnesty. Takes the Amnesty instead, hoping that there just isn't another poison. Wait, yoinks the boat? Oh, there's the Purify in play. Right. He's got the cop coins. Okay, I mean, the Kiki still gets to eat the Informant, but... maybe this can high roll enough? Maybe this is worth 22 points? I don't know. I think it's worth 5. Well, 6. You have an assimilate unit. Yikes. Memeing a little too close to the sun. So where are we at with the bracket? Are all the matches done? This is great. This is so fast. So far, hardly any bumps. It was sort of bad the first 2 rounds, but it was only bad for like 1 or 2 games. So naturally, as the tournament thins out, there's fewer opportunities for things to go wrong. So Sophist versus Warshifter, we've got Second Wind against Uprising. What is in each of these decks? Sophist is playing a pretty normal Devotion NR? Looks like it's just Devotion, Uprising. Nothing too spicy here. And then over here, I see a Swallow in Warshifter Skellige. There's definitely some spice going on. You're playing a Singleton Preacher in our Giddy deck? No, there's one in their hand, I think. Maybe? No, it's in a Neuromancy. Okay, there are 2 Preachers. Turn 1 a Nero Siri Dash, give it the Veil, and... I mean, this is gonna die, right? Surely? We've got a Boiling Oil at least. Is there another way to protect it? We've got Swallow. Oh my. Wait, this might resolve. I think this might be the blue coin Siri Dash abuse that I predicted that we might see when they announced the change to Siri Dash. I think this is going off, and this is very scary. This basically turns the coin flip around. But Warshifter has the TA. Gets the Marine down, keeps the boat alive, clicks the boat, gets a dude, back over to our Skellige friend, who still has the Siri Dash at 9 power, and has not needed to protect it with the Swallow yet. Looks like it is just living, no problems. Taking our discard, I imagine just getting rid of a Skirmisher, rather hold on to that Mork for later. Play the less valuable discard targets now. Yep. And going over here, just establishing more engines. Boat on 6 is looking pretty safe. We got 3 per turn going. Warshifter currently with no engines in play, but he's got his Siri going off, so it's like he was on red coin with TA. Sort of like an 8-point swing. 10-point swing if you consider TA being worth 5 instead of the 4 that it was this game. So, like, what does this do when you're on blue coin? So just for example's sake, assuming the TA is worth 4 points always, it sort of plays as like a 13. So it's a 13-point card that gives you the opportunity to win round 1 on even by flipping the coin around. Since you're essentially stealing the opponent's TA. So it gives you red coin, while still like denying your opponent TA and giving you TA. That's a pretty crazy swing if you always get to get it on blue coin. See the second Marine coming down, boosting up the drummer, making sure that it lives. Siri has drawn the card, so Warshifter is now our honorary red coin player. Can I move my hand a couple pixels? Yeah. Can do like that? I don't think that's in the way of anything.
Right, that's what.
Unsymmetrical. Yeah, I'll try to fix that later, but for now, this is what we got. Warshifter shifted coins. Oh yeah. Now we are playing some pretty sick tempo with this Burna discarding Skirmisher and Mork, letting his deck 2 cards while throwing a solid 13 points in play.
Keep pace well for every triad.
This boat is now done. The row is full. No more value coming out of that. We have 2 points up. Freya the Berserker. This Berserker is going to live unless...
Fight, you bastard.
No, I mean, Visigoid can't stop that from transforming. That is not how that works. Now, if this Berserker pings a Volunteer, that is actually negative points. Well, pings exactly this Volunteer. No idea how much that bugs you. I'm sorry. Is this better? Wait, that's not better. It's the wrong thing. That better. NR is up 11 with the bleeds ticking, so basically up 13. Looks like Warshifter is not gonna be able to win this on even. Alright, this is transforming too. This is an extra 3. But still, his hand is 4, 6, 6. Does 2 6s get him out with the Berserker transforming? I don't know if you can play a card here. I imagine he's doing the math, and math is for the players, not for the casters, so we'll see what he decides to do. I am really enjoying tournament mode. He decides to play the card. Presumably that means the math works out for him. And it does look like the math works out for him, so that's good. Just barely. Or it doesn't. Well, it's the last time I trust the players. Never trusting the players to do math again. That game went to shit real fast. Oh, poor Warshifter. It was going so well, too. Anyway, it is best of 3s. He is not over. Just gotta win the back 2. Happens to the best of us, guys. High pressure game. He's got 540 people watching.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
The way I have it set up, you can pick any deck. I just wanted to make it very quick and easy to get games going. When we do these in the future, I'll have like deck lists submitted, and you'll have picks and bans and all the normal conquest stuff. How do you join? You can't now because we're mid-tournament. Normally it would just be you go to where the tournament page is and click join tournament. Am I spectating the game? They just launched tournament mode. You can spectate games in tournament mode. Anyways, so here we have, looks like it is Redram's Shoopforge? Not sure how different it is. There's still the Bowman. I think was the most questionable card in Redram's list. That's still on the list, so I imagine nothing really changed. And then we've got War Shifter playing First Sign Ritual with Dragbondu. Let's bring in all the spice for his feature match. Interface is zoomed out. I think it's zoomed out so that the opponent's hand doesn't get cut off, because the numbers are in the top. Where I believe normally, like, these numbers would have been cut off if this was shown normally. Bowman always blocks the council. Yeah, that's the issue with it. Not because the card itself is bad, because you really want your council to be showing you Sage. Speaking of council showing you Sage, there it is. Oh, there's a Lippy here too. I missed that one. So we've got Lippy Dragbondu. Quite the deck. So what's missing from this deck that a normal Igni deck would have? There's no Igni here. Playing Surrender as Wide Punish. So we've got no Tall Punish at all. We've instead just got Wide Punish. Boosting the Xavier up, I think, with Duress instead of Tempering? There wasn't a status on it, right? Or was it bleeding, maybe? Anyway. Berserker comes down, gets the armor back on the Xavier, Engine's online. We've got Sage ticking for 2 on every special, Xavier ticking for 1 every turn with a Vitality on it, and this Berserker pinging every turn for the next 4 turns as well. Possible to get stats on the tournament. Not currently. When I have these with, like, deck lists, I'll see what I can do for, like, scraping the deck lists and trying to compile data for them. But right now, I don't have anything. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with tournament mode, guys. I'm very excited. Runestone Skirmisher. So what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Runestone turn went for 9 points. With all the engines ticking. Probably gonna have to play either Shupa or Dea to get out here, but maybe both, depending on exactly what's happening with the Shup. Just passes. Okay. Losing on even to Lippy's a little scary. A little surprised to see that pass. We're ahead on engines, right? There's no engines on the Lippy side. Maybe just decides that he needs to save all of his short round cards. Try to survive the bleed this way. Assumes Lippy is not going to pass. Not sure if he can card for card beat Saris, but maybe if he's able to save like Gord plus Shup or like Gord plus Redea, it'll be okay. Leads with the Raiders. We can see Forest Protector. Yeah, just immediately blowing that up. Taking the 12-point Protector, which denies the ping. I think we're in a somewhat reasonable spot to not lose our card. The problem is, a lot of these golds are going to be forced out from our hand. We're not too sad to Lippy this round. We're going to be drawing to Saris Champion of Stall Blood. Sort of don't want to play the Aneromancy, but we have no reason to want to play the Aneromancy. That's kind of low quality. Got Savage Bear with the bleed. Taking the second bleed too, or just holding the charge? Just holding the charge. What's the line here? It's not insane to go, like, try to deal 4 to Savage Bay. Sort of plays as a 14-point shoot. It just might be a little overcommittal, considering what we've seen so far this round. It's Johnny No Leader? Johnny No Leader. I like it. Not a card you want to have in your hand round 3. Just confidently saying, even if this Johnny dies, I don't really need it. I'd rather have this leader charge for round 3. Make it so that my cards might trade just a little bit better. Because this Saris is pretty terrifying. Y'all coming down? Nope. Clean answer to that. Unless you want to heat wave it. Goes for the Justice. Okay. Little surprised, I think, to not see the heat wave. Feels like Justice just a little bit better in a short round. Because you're never going to have last save for the Vildkarl. And I think that's the only heat wave target, right? Warshifter playing Warriors. He's playing some Warriors. He's mostly just a Lippy deck. But he does have some sweet techs like Drake Bondu. Johnny Ping is 50-50 to kill the Skjal. Yeah, I'm aware. It's just, even if you kill the Skjal with Justice, what would you rather have in round 3? The Heat Wave or the Justice? And I think the answer is the Justice. Though this all-in is a little scary. A little scary. We still have the leader, which plays for 7 on this board. This is what? Shoop Hunter did not hit 3 deal 3. We're high rolling destroy random enemy. Ooh, 7-point Shoop. Yikes. Takes the surrender, and looks like Warshifter is getting the second game here. It's 1-1, right? Warshifter messed up math game 1. It's from Siri Dash Skellige into Drake Bondu Lippy. What will be next? Brings a second wind deck this time.
Got the heart of an uncrate.
A lot of experience casting now? I don't know about that. I've cast a little bit. We are seeing this the Shoop deck again. Picking up the Bowman. One of the things about this Bowman is that even though you never really want it in your hand, you don't really want to mulligan it either. Because just getting it out of your deck for the Eastern Grimm's Council is so valuable. I think personally there I would have preferred taking a mulligan on a Dwarf. Though I understand the temptation to mulligan the worst card in your hand. Let's see. So this is the Dash deck again. We have access to a Neuromancy, but we know we just turned 1 Bernard. This deck is cursed. This deck is cursed. Oh no. Oh, it happens, dude. Yikes. And that's the set. Oh.